Hey YouTube, I'm back. Alright. As I explained in my previous video, that I am basically going to explain the nutritional guidelines to gastric bypass. Every doctor's different, every state's different, every city's different, every guideline is different. Every nutritional is different. I've noticed that and I've came to, realize that today at the nutritionist that I went to see today. We had pretty much a group session, and they explained everything. Like I said, I've seen different girls on here, losing pounds 89. She's one of the girls that had a different pre-op diet than from what I've seen here, from what I was learning. I've been following her journey. You can check her out afterwards. I think she's amazing. She's beautiful, beautiful young lady. And she's in Wonderland right now, so she's having a lot of fun. For those who don't know what Wonderland is, she's down to the 100s. I'll let you check her out. All right, this is the nutritional guidelines for Dr. Jorge Sosa, in Miami, Florida. Now, obviously, these are the important guidelines that you need to know if you're considering this surgery, if you're willing to have this change of lifestyle. Okay? This is not something, I dropped the weight. This is not something that's a piece of cake. If you're willing to do this, if you're willing to live like this for the most worth it outcome ever, you got to understand what it is that you have to do. I don't see it extremely hard, but I'm going to explain this to you because I saw the look and the expressions on these women's face today. And I said, well, it might be hard for other people. It might really, really be hard. I'm thinking of it as something else. I'm thinking of it like, dude, tell me whatever I have to do to get rid of this, so I don't ever have to be here again. So I don't ever have to feel, and luckily that I'm not sad about it. I'm so like angry to feel this uncomfortable with this weight, and I'm just ready to do it. I'm ready to do what I have to do, All right, enough of that. Frequent feedings. For the first 3 weeks, you'll be required to be on hourly feedings due to the size of my new stomach. Now, you understand something? We're going from something the size of, dude, I don't have anything here. Something the size of this, literally the size of this. Okay, let me get one of my boyfriend's caps. We're literally going from something that's like literally this size. She showed us a soccer ball. So as big as my boyfriend's hat is, I really could do that. Size of this to basically something as small as, I should have thought of this before, so I could be more ready. But forget it, like something the size of this. She literally showed us the soccer ball and a tennis ball. It was a soccer ball and a tennis ball. That's what she showed us. Let me show you this. And keep in mind that you're not gonna feel hungry after surgery. So since people do not feel hungry, okay, they don't feel the need to drink or eat something, which is vital because you have to learn how to drink slowly, take sips, not gulps. They're basically telling you to drink water bottles with the caps that, the squeezing caps where they, it doesn't go into gulps, because mentally you have to program yourself. We're so used to eating a certain kind of way that we have to program ourselves psychologically. That's why they ask us to go to a psychological evaluation, because you have to mentally prepare yourself for something like this. You have to, just like something with a squeeze bottle or something like that, so you can take sips, small sips. Okay, this is when you start eating, because Dr. Sosa has a 30-day liquid diet. 30 days. Not like most people here that have 1 week or 2 weeks and then some purees. 30 days. All right. When you start to eat solid foods, you must take small bites, and they usually suggest to chew it 25 times. And then you have to allow 30 minutes for each meal. Use a child-sized silverware and spoons to force slow eating. Basically, they're asking you to use children's utensils. That way, you feel mentally that you feel like you're taking lots of spoon sizes, because if you use a regular spoon, you're gonna eat a lot more and faster. So if you use children's utensils, you'll be taking smaller intake and so forth. We can't drink while we eat. We have a meal. We're used to drinking or washing it down with something to drink. Either juice, either soda, either milk, either water. Can't drink while you eat. You either drink half an hour before you eat your meal, whatever that may be, and either or half an hour after, but not while you eat. Now, you're going to have to learn how to recognize when your stomach is full, when you feel, because when we're full, like after Thanksgiving, everybody felt full. We feel it here, where in our tummy. It's going to be different. Since we now have a smaller pouch, we're going to feel like the fullness like towards right up here. So we're going to have to recognize that, because we can cause anything could cause us to vomit. Okay? We're going to have to learn how to recognize how to feel satisfied, our stomach capacity to eat slowly, to learn the sensation of fullness, and to stop. You understand? Medications and pills. For the ease of swallowing, we could either cut them up into pieces if they have any large pills, but some medications you can't cut up or you can't crush. We have to ask the doctor. All right? The dumping syndrome. Okay, everybody knows about this syndrome that has done any type of research on this procedure. Okay, I just discovered today is not only sugar intake, it's sugar and fat. I just discovered that today. I've been researching, I've been finding out, I knew about dumping syndrome. And when the nutritionist said, hey, what is dumping syndrome? And I responded to my knowledge what dumping syndrome was. Basically the reaction that you have when you're taking in more than 15 grams of sugar. And then even at that 15 grams of sugar has to be, it can't be real sugar. And I explained to her what it was, to my knowledge, and she explained that it's not only sugar intake, it's fat intake as well. So, let me explain to you. It's a combination of symptoms such as sweating, chills, abdominal cramps. And from what I hear, they're the most excruciating abdominal cramps there is. Okay? Tachycardia. Turning pale, finally diarrhea, the worst kind, the runs, I gotta run to the bathroom, I gotta stay sitting there diarrhea, I'm gonna puke my life away diarrhea, the worst one ever, okay? However, there's a possibility that you don't feel that at all, okay? Basically, you have to avoid sweets, okay? Cakes, donuts, chocolate, sweets, regular sugar, honey, regular sodas will cause dumping syndrome. Okay? Another thing that will cause dumping syndrome is avoid high-fat foods. Okay? Now, see, ding, 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 that's where I'll kick it. That's what basically, that really, 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 really shocked me, because I thought it was just sweets that I had to stay away from, and I was like, I could do that, because I'm not a sweet tooth person. But I am a saturated fat person. Such as fried foods. Oh, that's my weakness. I love fried foods. I love cheese sticks. I love fried chicken. I love everything fried, I'm Latin. I am Latina. Oh God, we eat so horrible, but it's so good. It's fried everything. Whatever. It's alright. Not good for me anyway. Fried foods, chips, I don't like chips. Gravies, only on Turkey Day. Cream sauces, I guess there's Alfredo sauce, which is sauce, but hey, forget it. Butter, regular mayonnaise. They said regular. Maybe I can get some kind of fat-free margarine or some light mayo or whatnot. I don't know, but I am gonna stay away from those things. There's more to it than this. Okay, you gotta adjust to new foods. Sometimes you might think that you're not tolerating a food. You're gonna just have to slowly try to see if you can, tolerate it. Part two will be right back.